What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of Draft to Glory. In the last episode we had Siri draft for us. Not doing that ever again unless there is a massive call to arms for Siri to draft again. I can't imagine I'm going to be doing that again. We're currently on 218,743 coins. I've got nothing in the club apart from that blue Ramos who is irrelevant and 30 items on the transfer list. I still owe the club about 50,000 coins. We'll get back to those as and when we need them, I guess. We'll put those back in. Let me just put a mute on that real quick. So yeah, as and when we need them, we'll do that. So we're going to get into a draft today now. Obviously, I won the draft 2 drafts ago. I lost in the first round, the last draft. And I would be happy to get another good draft going in right now. We're going to go to the 4-2-3-1 wide. Now, I've been talking a lot to people about... Ooh, hey, Messi, buddy. I've been talking a lot to people about the draft rewards, which we'll get into just in a second. But first of all, guys, there are upgrades in the draft. The first batch of upgrades have been released by EA. And we're going to hope that we can get an upgrade or two. My God. Aspas is actually not bad. Yeah, I'm going to hope we can get an upgrade or two in the team just for the banter, I guess. You don't really see James Rodriguez in this much, do you? I'll take him for sure. Yes, we're going La Liga once again. Or are we? I might go with that Sanchez card. Might go with that Ribery card. Might go with that Douglas Costa card. Douglas Costa would be alright because then... Marcelo at left back, but then Ribery would be alright because of somebody else at left back, and we could go Nani at left mid and go with Contrao at left back. There's so many choices, so many options. I don't know who to go for here. I'm gonna go with Ribery. 5-star skills. I know Douglas Costa also has the 5-star skills, but Ribery is the choice that I made, and we could go with Lahm there. I don't have a BBVA player. I could go Matuidi and give him the French link, or I could go Blanc and give him a strong link, and then maybe go Alaba in at the other left back spot. But I wouldn't mind getting Nzonzi right here. There he is. So Nzonzi's there for me. He's the one that I wanted. The reason why he's the one that I wanted is because if we get another La Liga CDM, Nzonzi will get a good link, well, a link with Frank Ribery. So we're going to have to go with Arbeloa here at right back, and then in the centre back spots. This is where we could see an upgraded Godin. We don't see anyone. Zambrano looks a bit meh. Stranzel is even worse. Could go with Sacco, and again that French. Well, there's no French link there, is there? I'm gonna go with Zambrano, and might have to just build a Bundesliga section down the left-hand side. I might have to take I tried my best to avoid Stranzel. And we still have him anyway. So we've got a little bit of a Bundesliga / La Liga hybrid going on here. I'm going to take Balenciaga. He's actually a new inform, isn't he? And then in goal, give me the blue Neuer just to tickle my Oh, I thought it was there a second. I might go with Casillas. We don't have a Spanish centre-back just yet. But I reckon Casillas would be a good shout. So in terms of the draft prizes, guys, I've got to the final many times. I've won the final many times. I don't often make much profit when I win the draft. I usually make most profit when I lose in the second or third rounds because of the variation of packs you get. So I don't know if I want to do a little experiment over the next few episodes where I mark down the exact position that I finished. Ooh, hello. Toni Kroos would be a good shout for that centre midfield spot, but then we could go Neymar and go La Liga. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take Neymar anyway because I fucking love Neymar in this game. I should have waited though, shouldn't I? Until I got a blue version of Neymar, which obviously now we can't get. That Adriano card is huge though. It really opens the team up massively now. Well, not like that though. Like that. Puts us up to 80 chem. Now all we basically need is 2 centre backs, one of them being Spanish. And we are in good shape, and we've got Frank Ribery as a backup player, basically. I mean, Maya's not a bad player; he just doesn't fit into the team. I think we'll probably take him though. No, we're taking Insigne. You guys will go absolutely mental if I don't take Insigne. That Danilo card looks alright. Sanya Marai. I'm going to take Martinez here, and we're going to pop him in there. Puts us up to 88 chem. Which is obviously absolutely fantastic. We'll start off with the goalkeeper. Having a La Liga goalkeeper would be nice. I think we do have one there, don't we? No, we don't. Jesus Christ. What do we have? We have Spanish. I already have decent goalkeeper anyway. We'll take Sorrentino just because of the highest rating. And I could really do with another. I'm going to have to be smart about this. I'm going to take this Informed Jefferson. We're going to swap these two. Oh, well, that actually puts us up to 91 chem anyway. We're going to swap these two. That keeps us at 91 chem. Then we're going to put him there. Boom. That puts us up to 96 chem, which is very, very nice. Of course, we do have a left back and a right back. I'd probably prefer Arbeloa in there because he'd be a better centre back in my opinion than Martinez. Yeah, it's not a bad team. It's not a bad team. That gives Casillas the perfect chem as well, having the two Spaniards in the midfield there. There we go. Ooh. Do we go with Mario Gaspar? No, we're going to go with Laporte. It just makes sense. It just makes sense. We'll put Laporte in here, and then we'll swap these two around. That puts us on 100 chem. Fantastic. Now, the only problem is we have one centre-back on 6 chem and one goalkeeper on 7 chem. Everybody else is in the best of shape. So hopefully, actually we can't even get a better centre back now. That's pretty much going to be the team by way of defence. I'm going to take this Torre card just to have a good defensive minded midfielder if Nzonzi and Rafinha aren't quite cutting the mustard. I'll also take Koke there, not too displeased with him. He's a very nice backup cam. We've got Konoplyanka, Feghouli, Salah, Fletcher or Bolasie. I'll go with Kono. Would be really nice here with the last position to get a good striker, just to put up front there instead of Aspas. We don't get a good striker. We don't get anything good actually. We'll take Nolito there. Now I could go Nolito and Neymar swap there. Put Neymar up front on 3 chem, Nolito on the left wing. Actually I could put Konoplyanka on the left wing. We'll lose one more chem as well. But I'm not going to do that. I'm gonna trust my instincts and start with 100 chem team as kind of the best thing. And Aspas is actually decent. I remember back a couple of FIFAs ago, he was an incredible player when he played for Liverpool, I want to say, or maybe he was in a BPO anyway. And his 4-star skill moves and his like pace and dribbling were just really good. So hopefully he does good things for us as well in this draft. Now we do need a manager. Most importantly, a Brazilian or Spanish manager would give us the best chem boosts. We get ourselves a Brazilian, we don't get a Spanish, we'll go with the Brazilian, and that is the team. So it says a 184, it's actually probably closer to a 186 once I saw the bench around. But yeah, so what I'm going to do for the next few episodes, guys, is I'm gonna start marking down what round I go out in, how many coins I made, what packs I got, etc, and try and figure out if there's like, obviously there's no definitive example of what is the best round to go out in, because you never know what you're going to get for packs and then you never know what you're going to get in the packs. But maybe we can see some correlation that suggests that, hey, losing in the semi-final has proven effective 5 times in a row. Winning the final has proven effective 1 out of 5 times. Maybe we could see that sort of correlation and see what the best round to go out in might be. But anyway, guys, this is a draft we've got. I'm very happy with this team. A little bit disappointed with the defence. I feel like I could have done a bit better drafting there. But the midfield and attack is very nice. Messi, Rodriguez, Neymar, brilliant little trio to have behind Aspas. Let's get into the gameplay. Okay guys, as we go into the gameplay, the first opponent we come up against has got one of the most insane draft teams I've ever seen. It's not the highest rated, it's a 188, but he's got 3 blues, Inform Neymar, Inform Alves, Inform Gaia, Inform Godin, Inform Keylor Navas, Legend Shevchenko. He then has Atsu in midfield, who's not crazy good, but does have quite a lot of pace. Now, I was looking at this guy's team thinking this could be a very tough game. Fortunately for me, he wasn't very good. As you can see, he bangs in with the slide tackle there, and even though we're only 4 minutes into the game, I could already see that that was a pattern emerging. So I just stood still when I picked up the ball with James Rodriguez, let him slide past me, and boom, put that one in the back of the net, 1-0. Bit of a lucky shot, really, in off the underside of the bar, but in the first round of the draft, hey, I'll take it. Moving on in towards half-time, guys, we get Rafinha down the left-hand side, back into James Rodriguez, a player that I absolutely love this year in FIFA. Slots that into Aspas. Aspas with his left foot puts that in the back of the net and makes it 2-0. 5 minutes before half-time, and I'm thinking that is happy days. We're now going through to the second round because there's no way I'm going to throw away a 2-goal lead, especially against someone like this. Now, as we moved into the start of the second half and for the last 5 minutes of the first half, what I noticed was this guy wasn't trying to get the ball off me. Now, I'm not the one to sort of pass around the defense, but I really wanted to draw his team out, so I played a few passes along the back line, and sure as hell, it drew his team out, and we end up going on an attack from it. But something for you guys to know, like when teams don't come and press you, and you're like, I just don't know what to do. Like, they're just so deep in the field. Literally, just play it around your defense. Even if you're behind a goal or two, just to draw your opponent out and try and get them, you know, a little bit out of their comfort zone. And then what a goal we end up scoring, putting together about 10 or 12, maybe 15 passes. Aspas with a very, very nice ball roll to Ronaldo, chop inside and pops that one in the back of the net to make it 3-0. And then 15 minutes to go, Casillas steps up to take a penalty. And this is one of the best penalties I think I have ever taken in FIFA. Slams that one into the near post. It hits it inside netting. Casillas with a goal. 4-0 the scoreline. And I do believe 4-1 was the final score. My opponent did score a goal. I was trying to score goals with Casillas because I'm an idiot and I'm a dickhead. And like, people get upset when you try and score goals with your goalkeeper. And that's me. That's the kind of guy I am. That's the kind of person that I am. Tried to score a goal with Casillas again. Got caught and he ended up scoring a goal to make it 4-1. But we go safely through, as you can see by the match stats there, into the next round. And the next round was a very interesting team. He's got a 59 chemistry team. Very few links in the entire team. Very good players in the whole team. Messi, Alaba, Ronaldo, Aguero, Blue Neuer, Koscielny. You know, there's some really nice players. That 90 rated Neymar as well. There's just some very, very good players. And this, for me, was one of the most difficult games I've ever had. Not because the guy was good, because trust me, he was bad. But because Manuel Neuer Blue on 4 chem, I do believe, was absolutely unbelievable, and it made me feel like I wanted to use him in my main team after seeing how this guy played. What you're going to see here is an own goal. This is me being stupid as well. I do this, and notice what I did there as well. Tried to run the ball down the right hand side. I lost possession. I conceded a goal. That's entirely my fault, and that's important for what's about to happen in the next game as well. Stroke of half time, already 1-1. I actually scored an own goal there with the first goal. Aymeric Laporte ended up heading that home. He lost the ball down the left hand side again, or Ronaldo run down the left hand side. He crossed it in. Aguero was there to head it home. So we go 2-1 down on the stroke of half time, and here are the match stats. I've had 9 shots, 6 on target from very, very strong positions, 59% possession, much better passing. My opponent's had 1 shot, none on target, and he scored 2 goals. You just can't make it up. Fortunately for us, we did manage to get back into the game pretty quickly. He was backing off and backing off and backing off, so I took a pop with James Rodriguez, and Manuel Neuer was not quite equal to that shot. Lovely finish over the top of the keeper into the far post, puts us back to 2-2, and I knew at this point I wasn't really going to go anywhere, but by full time, these were the stats. So 13 shots, 7 on target for me, again from crazy good positions. Insane possession. He had 3 shots and 1 on target with with his 2 goals now. But into extra time, we picked the ball up here with Neymar well inside our own half. And I just went on a run. I didn't anticipate doing it. I didn't try to do it. It just kind of happened. None of the correct passes opened up. Maybe I could have put a through ball in there to whoever was running on the left of me. But I went all the way through him. Neymar slapped that one past Manuel Neuer. We go 3-2 up, and with 15 minutes to go, this guy was barely creating a chance, let alone threatening my goal. It was easy work there. It was very easy work. So last 15 minutes weren't really a problem for us. We go through to the semi-final 3-2. And Bankrupt Snail 62 gets his butt handed to him. And funnily enough, that one shot that I had with Neymar was the only shot that I had in the entire of extra time. So although I was comfortable in my victory, that was quite disappointing. The next opponent, we've got another really well put together team, a 4-3-2-1, Suarez, Bale and Ronaldo up front. Bruno, Kagawa and Royce in midfield. I don't know if I'd personally play that Royce card there, but he's got Blue Marcelo, Inform Bartra, Varane and Alves. I don't know why he doesn't swap around Varane and Inform Bartra. They'll both get better chemistry because of the links that they get with the fullbacks. Or at least the fullbacks will get better chemistry anyway. But I go 1-0 up with a lovely Messi header. And see how I gave the ball away there to his Ronaldo? That's, again, it's something that happened in the last game. And it's something I've talked about before, which is a problem that I have a lot. Where I try and dribble the ball out instead of just clearing it. And it cost me a goal. And in turn, it was actually very, very costly. Just a stupid mistake, something that I shouldn't do, something I don't need to do, but I did, and it was silly. But fortunately for me, we ended up getting back in the lead. And Zonzi there with a really weird left foot shot. I thought he would drill that with his right foot, but he took it with his left foot, pops it past the keeper, and got really lucky. Into the second half now, this guy puts a lovely passing move together. Suarez gets in behind my defence and puts it in the back of the net. Absolutely brilliant goal, really nicely worked. You know, this guy, this opponent, he was very good anyway. Aside from the fact that I was gifting him goals, he was very, very good. Now, one thing happened in this game that really frustrated me and was kind of the turning point for the entire of the game. I get through on, well, not through on goal, but in the deep territory here with Messi. A stop and turn there, bang, a stop and turn there. I thought that was a foul, possibly a penalty, depending on where Messi is in or out of the box. The ref didn't give anything for it. This guy breaks clean through, and I'm in trouble. What do you guys reckon? I don't know if you want to go back a few seconds and watch it. Do you think that was a foul or not? Would you expect a foul for that? Or would you think that that was a fair tackle? But he goes 3-2 up with another really well-worked goal. Luis Suarez there. And then, of course, after that, it's the 80th minute, so I go all-out attack. And I just get hit again with some lovely work into the attacker. It takes a deflection, and the back of the net it goes. So that was the game, guys. We end up losing 4-2 in the semi-final to a very worthy opponent. You know, I've got no real complaints because the mistakes were my own that cost me the game. Other than that penalty decision that could have swung the game the other way and could have sent us into the final. But guys, that is the end of the gameplay. Let's go and see what we get in the packs and if we can get anything decent. Let's go. So guys, there we have it. We end up going out in the semi-final to a very good opponent, a very, very, very boring game for me specifically. I know it finished 4-2, so for you guys it might have actually been interesting to watch. But right from kickoff, I know I scored a very early goal. The guy was just very anti-FIFA, and I haven't seen that since kind of like FIFA 12, FIFA 13. Like, he just didn't want to play. Like, even when I was winning, he was just kind of passing it around his defence. Like, really boring stuff, you know, just standing still, waiting for me to come and tackle him. If I didn't come, I actually, like, I made a mistake. There was a point just after kickoff of the second half where he was just standing there with the ball at his goalkeeper's feet, and I was 2-1 up. I should have just left it, but me being me and wanting to score more goals and win good, I pressed him, and I literally could have just stood still and let him have the ball for the entirety of the game. But I didn't, so that's my mistake. You know, he was a good player outside of that, though. You know, you saw by the chances, very little chances for both teams, and both teams were quite effective in front of goal. My biggest problem again when I went 3-2 down. First off, the break that he scored the third goal from, I genuinely believe that was a penalty for me. Messi, I did the stop and turn with him in the box. He got flat out taken out, and the ref didn't give anything, and I was a little bit disappointed about that. He went down the other end, made it 3-2. Because there was only 10 minutes left, I went instantly all-out attack to try and get back in the game, and then he hit me on the counter again to make it 4-2. But those are the games that, even though I lost, probably will make me a better player, because it will make me change how I do things in the future based off of that one performance. You know, I made a lot of mistakes in the game, giving up silly possession for his second goal, I believe. I could have cleared the ball with my right back. I tried to play it out, and I lost possession, and he scored. And again, that's my bad, that's my fault. And it's the first time I've actually done that in a long time. I've been really clearing the ball out a lot. But because of the kind of tone of the game, because of the way I felt like he was not really playing, not even trying at points, I thought, let me try and play it out. Let me, you know, hold on to the ball, burn some minutes, get down the other end, score a goal. Of course, that's not what happened, and he suckered me into his game. And for that, I'm disappointed in myself. That won't happen again, hopefully. But a loss is a loss, and we now get to see kind of what we were talking about at the start, which is the prize that we get for losing in the semi-final. Hopefully we get 2 or 3 packs that are decent, so we get a premium gold pack and a jumbo premium gold pack. Now that's actually a really good reward because of the consumables. Again, there's upgrades in packs as well, like I said at the start, so if we could get an upgraded player, that would be sensational because they would sell for a lot. We start off by getting FUT. So no upgraded player there. We get a contract and a fitness card that will be worth a little bit. The wall will be worth a little bit. These 3 contracts will sell for 200 each. The rest of those dudes don't go for anything. The Santa Fe kit doesn't go for anything. The ball and the other kit don't go for anything. So we didn't really make too much back on there. And now for the last pack, we got the year of the monkey on the pack today. That's actually my year, believe it or not, 84. And we get ourselves Jordan. Oh wait, not even Jordan Henderson. James Milner. He might sell for a little bit. Is this Adair? Is this an upgraded card? I have a feeling. Let's have a look at some of these. No, this was issued yesterday. This was issued today. This was issued today. Wow, this was issued today. Yeah, that was issued before. So the Adair card doesn't go for anything. We get Suarez in a pack. Happy days. This Mexican centre-back might well sell for something. Look at that, there's only 2 of them on the market. I'll list him at 150, 10k and see what he goes for. The staff and contracts we'll put in the club for now. A few more fitness cards, a couple of training cards. Unfortunately, they're all goalkeeper training cards. The Ivory Coast kit, which definitely doesn't sell. The Kransador kit and the Kaiserslautern kit, they don't sell. The stadium doesn't sell. So all in all, I do believe that was... What did we start with? We started with 218,000 coins. We're now up to 214,000 coins. So we're only 4k short before selling the consumables. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. I think we might make profit on this occasion. I will go back through this video and I'm going to start a spreadsheet tracking exactly how many coins I make or lose, where I finish and what packs I get. And like the goals scored and conceded, because some people think the more goals you score the better rewards you get, or the better your goal difference for that draft the better your rewards you get. So we're going to figure that one out. But this is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys are still enjoying this series. I do have a lot of fun playing it. I'm not the biggest fan of the draft, truth be told. On my main account I hate playing the draft because it's pointless. But this series has got something that just captivates me and makes me want to get to like 1, 2, 3 million coins through nothing but playing the FUT draft, and I really hope we can get there in the long run. Through Team of the Season, should this series still be going, we might have a lot better fortune in packs because of the amount of extra blue cards that will be in packs and extra special cards that will be in packs. But for now, the packs are pretty dead and pretty dry, so it's going to be a struggle to make any profit from any of the packs. But like I said, I'm still enjoying this series. I'm still enjoying creating the series. I hope you guys are still enjoying watching the series. If you are, just drop a thumbs up on the video. Let me know in the comment section down below. This is going to be the end of the video, though, guys. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. I'm out. Peace.